Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to Humankind. We're in episode 5 and in the previous episodes I've been working on expanding my territory substantially. We are currently at a 5-city count. We have Forikanga, Nok, Babylon, Sipar and Mycene. There is still a territory that's down here. This used to be Mycenaean, but it's currently up for grabs. So I might just have to do that. Let's send in a couple of guys and find a reasonable position to take it over. Currently there's iron and horse over here, and that is a very interesting prospect. So let's send out some of the guys that we have been using so far. These mercenaries, well, they were mercenaries technically, but then I took over their hometown, so now they're not. Now they're just my army, of which I have quite a lot. I have a lot of military units, and some of these are going to be superfluous. Sort of. But as it stands, I'm not the only one who's slowly, maybe not so slowly, pushing back against enemy factions. 2 enemy groups have already been eliminated. I'm not even sure who they are or were. I never even met them before somebody else, somebody more powerful, eliminated them. So that means that there are currently 4 players left. Effectively 3, I'd say, because I don't really consider the Mycenaeans to be that much of a threat. I don't expect them to really cause me a lot of trouble. Now, what I want to do is have a look at Sus over here, because Sus is something that if I push a little bit more influence and or money into it, I can pretty easily take over. I can assimilate it for 500 influence points. So let's push a little bit more money into it, which is going to boost my influence with them. And then I can take them over, I can assimilate them. Which would, well, with the exception of the area here, almost exclusively make this, well, as far as I know, currently, make this area completely mine. This whole continent. Let's see what's going on. The Mycenaeans want to trade luxuries. Nope, I'm not going to give them anything. That is not happening. We have a couple of armies, which, well, some of them have been in conflict. Let's get them healed up. This is my quad stack of archers. Where am I going to put these? I suppose just on Nok as a defensive. And over here we got the regiment that is the Sabusukasti, as well as a bunch of warriors. Go back to Warikanga. Then we have the town of Nok, which is not producing anything. They have just completed a farmer's quarter. They are growing in 11 turns. That's good. But I think we can make that go a little faster. Unless I go for Satrap's Palace, which means I get even more influence. That is very appealing. Because influence in this game, I found, can get you a lot of stuff. So let's put that over there. And let's continue building. Mycene, currently mine as well. They don't really appreciate that, probably, me taking their capital, but stability will regain and will rebuild to 100%. So what can we do here? A House of Scribes, +1 science per researchers. Unfortunately, I don't really have the pops. So let's first work on flood irrigation, giving me more food from rivers. And I do have quite a few of those. I'm going to go through these turns probably pretty quick, because at the moment there isn't really that much happening that really demands my utmost attention. There are currently no wars. I'm not expecting any. Doesn't mean, of course, that they won't happen, but I'm not really seeing the next area of conflict, at least not yet. Let's see, this one can be connected to Sipar, I suppose, this territory. We can connect it to Babylon for 264, to Sipar for 144. Let's do that. So Sipar is a really, really large territory here. And over here in Mycene, we have the warriors, archers standing by. Well, let's put them over there. Just as a general defensive unit. The guys over here are still scouting, planning to build an outpost. Ooh. Garamantes. Oh, they're building. I'm sorry, but that is not really acceptable. I want to take them out before they become an actual power here. The descendant of kings. A filthy, wretched man has come to your empire, claiming to be a descendant of one of the ancient rulers of Huaricanga. Without fear, in front of your whole court, he boldly tells you that his people are owed great restitution for the grave offenses you carried out against his ancestors. However, he is willing to forego this redress on condition you fulfill a divine prophecy and lead him Huaricanga. Let him lead Huaricanga, okay. He promises that fulfilling the prophecy will see riches come to the city. Deny him and he promises to bring war and famine to your empire. What is your choice? Well, we've already had war, and I went swiftly through that war with a very good outcome. I can redress him, which means I get more mobility. Restitution will be shared among all descendants. Yeah, right. Parsimonious means more money but less science. His talk of prophecies will hamper rational thought, but commerce will flourish. No. I'm going to be having this guy amuse the court. We'll ridicule the man and send him on his way. Yes. Get out. I am not interested. There is a grievance available.
How can I help you?
What are the Mycenaeans doing now? You are concerned for the people of Knossos under the unjust rule. Oh, I am? No, this is fine. I'll capture that later. Give me a minute. Yes, we can just station you guys here until needed. Same for you. Here, we're going to do something a little vile and just ransack the place. Unless... well, I don't strictly need to ransack it, I guess. It is going to give me 34 gold. Why not? And then I'll build the outpost with the other group. What would be a good position? 14 construction. That's a lot of construction. And I can possibly use the sea over there with a harbor to get a lot of food in. 14 construction. 17 construction. It gets better, but only 2 food. Over here. Still, this is really tempting. Yeah, we're gonna go there. Do I really need to eliminate you? It's a group of chariot and a bunch of spearmen. It doesn't cost me much to eliminate them. Manual battle. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good deployment. Where are you guys deploying? There you are. Alright, we're gonna go with eliminating the chariots first. These swordsmen are gonna be in a pretty rough state. They're gonna take a lot of beatings. But then again, the beatings will continue until morale improves. And round. There's the chariot attacking. Took him more damage than it did me. Oh, I should have put these guys on defense. Here come the sword. Oh yeah, that hurt a bit more. Okay, let's thin these guys out a little bit more, reducing their combat strength further. Yeah, that's going to substantially reduce their strength. You guys can hold on for one more wave. And you guys can just hold on. We do have a pretty decent defensive bonus. Well, against ranged attacks. It's not that great. This is better, I think. No, this is also ranged. You'd think that this cliffside would help me. Alright. So now we can eliminate these boys. That's them gone. Then the chariot. Then we can attack the chariot. We can just make sure that these guys are no longer a problem. Now, where's that last group? I wonder. Oh, there you are. These guys just did get a veterancy star, which means that they're more powerful. I would very much like them to survive. Oh, the battle will continue in the next turn. Alright. What's happening in Sipar? Not much, because Sipar only basically has farms. Anything that I need to strictly build here? Science is always good. And I do have more science guys here, more researchers. Alternatively, we have the public fountain, which is more stability, but stability is no problem. Production. Production is somewhat low, but this boosts us on forests and woodlands. None of which we have. Artificial reservoirs, +2 food on river. I'll take that. End the turn. We should continue to the battle soon. Rhetoric, or rhetoric, has been researched. Very good. Osmosis event. Oh yeah. With the Mycenaeans? How? Because I thought that since they are no longer that close. Customary laws. No. It's going to cost me a lot of stability for 10 turns, but I don't want that. Okay then. How are we doing for science stars? I have 9 out of 10 territories attached to any city. I'm about to build an outpost, so that's going to allow me to claim that territory, and then I can claim this star. 15 out of 16 science stars, or 15 out of 16 sciences have been researched. I need one more. Just a cheap one. Here, trade. Alright, you guys can station. The flooded lands. An unrelenting deluge of rainfall lashes down upon the great city of Mycenae and the surrounding lands. If the rains don't stop soon, the banks of the river that threads through the city will burst, flooding the adjacent quarters. With limited time and resources, your choices are stark. What do you do? I will protect it. I'm a good Dutchman. I know how to protect cities against water. Or well, rather, the more intelligent people of my country are. The battle here continues. We're going to eliminate these boys here. Unfortunately for them, it's going to be pretty one-sided. But, well, that is kind of how this is going to go down, I'm afraid. There we go. Group eliminated. And it's also a bit of free experience, if you will. Ranking up the guys. Go there. And we can end the turn. One of the agrarian stars has been earned. By me? Yes, by me. Because I now have 48 out of 67 population. So 67 is the next one. How are we doing for stars? Well, we're not that far behind. We're still in 3rd place. They have a little over 100 points. Explorers. +40 influence and +30 science. Thank you. Gentlemen, we shall set up a new town. The town of Mullifine. Or something to that effect. Ransack it again. Ransack successful. Very good. Trade expeditions researched. And there is my science star. I just jumped. No, I didn't jump. The first person, or the first player, ranked first, also got more. Lovely. Okay, how much do I need to get another one? Only 3 more. I'm gaining 173 science per turn. So let's get a couple of these researched quickly. You guys can heal up. And well, I guess there's not that much to do. These guys are going to be the station force on Mullifine. I have guys here. Sipar has forces. I don't know, just defend the west, I guess. Against, as of current, unknown threats. This city is still set to growth, but I'm going to go for a more balanced policy, and that's going to boost my science to 206. I want Babylon to start focusing a bit more on science through the use of a library. +1 science per population. Myths and monsters. The Empire's reputation as an oasis of learning and knowledge grows. Together with the reigning peace, philosophers from faraway lands flock to your cities to exchange ideas. One has studied that great fiery visitor from the heavens that rises and sets without fail every day. They have proven the sun is an orb of vast distance away from our world and not a celestial god. Should you open your people's eyes to these new vistas? Yes. Because it's going to push me far to the enlightenment side. And it's going to give me learning, which is more science.
You're at the end of an ideology axis? Well, there's something to be said for unswerving dedication to a cause.
Is there anything that's going to get me? Plus 10 science or city or outpost. So I've pretty much maxed out the amount of science I'm going to get. At least from edicts like that. Fortifications have been researched. I can now build stone walls and I can get citizens. I think this is the upgrade to the levies which you can normally get. Taking armies on the road for long campaigns involves marshalling many souls and many professions. +1 combat strength in combat for units on an adjacent... in or adjacent to the district on outpost. Okay, that's more of a defensive thing then. Let's get standing army. So then I can make more use of armed forces. No. This is a shakedown. Offered to accept the other empire's proposition in exchange for almost 200. That's quite a lot. Still, I want to keep the Mycenaeans weak. And I do not want to give them anything. Mycenae has completed building their flood irrigation. That got a little out of hand, considering that the river almost overflowed. Let's see. They're not really getting any research done. Artificial reservoirs is more food on river. The flooded lands. Fortune favors you. The skies above Mycenae grew darker and darker, the deluge like a sea being tipped upon a city. But then, suddenly, the clouds parted and the rains relented. Days of sunshine followed and the threat of floods are no more. So I'm lucky. I didn't actually have to spend the money. Well, I mean, I did, but in hindsight, it wasn't that necessary. Horikanga is not doing that well. Give me a growth policy on this city. You guys are building a farmer's quarter. Let's speed that up to ensure that we get more food in. What else is happening? These gentlemen have created an outpost, which I can now attach to my keen. And thereby make sure that I get that other star. There we go, an expansion star, putting me at 1363. 2 points behind the first place. 2 points. Alright. My keen is still working, that's good. You guys can get stationed. Horikanga has completed the farmer's quarter as I clicked on that. And I can now get Satrap's Palace for more influence. Still -1 in 12 turns? Okay. Well, we're still going to have to focus on city growth and getting another farmer's quarter. Or a harbor. Because then I can start making use of these farm resources. Or these water resources to get food. Standing army researched. A permanent army of full-time soldiers, whether the Empire is at war or not. Allows diversification of military classes and easier mobilization for war. I can now get the Immortals, they're my special unit. I can also get Swordsmen, and I can get the City Watch, which is an upgrade to a city that allows you to get more stability. Alright, I still needed one more, I think. Yeah, one more, and I can get another 194 points. Let's do that. Conquest. Games. And I can... I can make outpost attaching cheaper. Craftsmanship. Charcoal kiln. +1 industry on Maker's Quarter. That's not bad. Mounted warfare. Horsemen and parade. +5 experience on creating unit. That's pretty useful. Foreign outposts. Yeah, how about this? How about going on a bit of a naval excursion and seeing if I can find something? Alright, who needs attention? Nock needs attention. They have just completed their Satrap's Palace. And what else do I need? Stability's good, so I don't strictly need an obelisk to the gods here. I'm not playing a heavy build around, what you call it? There. Around religion. That's fine. The growing faithful. The Empire's religion grows, more and more followers coming into the faith every day. Some practice their beliefs through ceremonies led by priests, while others guide their own worship. It is time to give the blessing to one of these means. Okay. I can enact rituals, communal rites, which is going to push me pretty far towards collectivism, or I can focus on individualism. Minus 30% on religious district and... Right. No. We're going to focus on this, because this is going to give me more industry on cities and outposts alike. 800 influence.
Might I recommend throwing in a few feasts as well?
This is why influence is so important. Otherwise I would not have been able to pick that. Now, as I said, there's not too much going on. Sipar is done with their artificial reservoirs. They're still continuing to grow. They have a nice balanced policy. That's excellent. This is going to give me more food and influence. Yeah, let's do it. And over here, the guys have arrived. We're going to station them there, and we're going to end the turn. I have 18 districts built in your empire. Right. I need to destroy one more military unit. I'm sorry, but that is going to be terribly bad news for you. Because these chariots are a pretty enticing target. Even if they are neutral. Let me guess, you guys hail from Sus. Yeah, you do. I could just absorb them. But that means that I don't get the opportunity to attack their units. Where do you guys come from? Unknown. Parthians. Yeah, if I attack those now, it's not going to go well. Let's upgrade these gentlemen. And these. And now we should be able to get them both over here. We're still even. I do want to take that unit down to ensure that I get that military star. Military star is going to give me just 88 points. I'm not surprised, because somebody else has been probably killing a lot of stuff as they were conquering these other empires. Alright, Nox completed their iron mine. What else do we need? Nock is not growing. Food per horse. Food per farmer's quarter, yes, that. Mykeen, ready with the artificial reservoirs. They're definitely going to grow. Clear ruins. You would like me to do that where? Oh, here. Okay. Population loss. Humankind is right on the edge again. And so is Nock. Foreign outposts researched. Aerostar unlocked. I'm at 1551. I'm now in the lead. Doesn't have to stay that way though. But if I can get 3 more stars, I can advance to the next era. Alright, gentlemen. I want you to form up into one big party. And I kind of need to get in there. There they are. What are my odds at defeating them now? Very good. Alright, pursue. What we got here? Mykeen has completed clearing the ruins. I do want to push on with more and more science. But they just built farms everywhere. Well, except there, maybe. Mystics of the Thriving Crop. In the breadbasket city of Humankind, local priests with knowledge of the calendar have gained much influence via their ceremonial duties, which dictate the sowing, planting and harvesting of crops. Okay. Not a big fan of that. Bedecked in flamboyant gowns and headwear, they make charismatic figures and are well respected for their insights that have ensured healthy harvests. Now they wish to bring the ceremonies to the capital for a price. So there's a sort of ceremony, and these priests are seeking to make a bit of money out of it. These insolent priests will give up their secrets and then be removed. That's a bit harsh. This is the most tempting, though. Humor. They should focus on Huarikanga. Babylon's going to be defiant. Still, though, this is going to be bountiful, so this means a bunch more food. And I do have a lot of money, so why not? Research. Is there another research star up for grabs? Yes, 3 more. 3 more units of research. Conquest. Huarikanga is going to keep going up and down and up and down and up and down. Babylon has completed their library. I'm now at 250 science per turn. Where can I put a research quarter? Here. It's +9 science. But I'm also tempted to build a harbor and just start exploring. Because I know nothing of the rest of the world. And that is somewhat troubling. A schism in the heart. Followers of the Empire's religion continue to grow, but within the temples and holy places, tensions brew. Sadly, the blossoming interpretations of religious tenets is leading to schisms as worshippers place more or less import on different rules. It speaks to a wider question of how other entire religions should be seen. Is religious harmony something to aspire to, or a question that shouldn't even be raised? I am tending to focus on cooperation as usual. This is just going to give me more food. The alternative is going to push me back, which is more stability. This is going to give me more faith. This is going to give me +3 influence on territories if they follow the state religion. Yes. I'm going to be open-minded. I always try to be anyway, but oh, I cannot afford that. Okay, not yet. We do battle. Defend your flag. What? These guys are really going to try and attack me? These are the Mycenaeans. Come on. Like, really, guys? Have you learned nothing? No, these are 2 stars. -18, -20. Yeah. Unfortunately for you, I have a bunch more guys than you do. These are just scouts? Well, that makes it worse. They are, however, scouts on high ground. So we're going to take the high ground with them. And if I'm attacking like this, all of a sudden that high ground no longer exists. I wasn't really planning another fight with the Mycenaeans, but if it comes, I welcome it. And by doing this, I get, yep, that one. Another militarist star. I may now I may ask for reparations from the Mycenaeans because they attacked me. Yes, I demand $1,000 from you. You have almost no empires, or you have almost no territory, but whatever. Let's piss off the neighbors a bit, shall we? I want you guys to pull back into our territory and heal up until resolved. Sipar is gaining, that's excellent. Do I need to kill more? 23. I don't really see that happening. Can I just piss these guys off again and kill them?
Are you with me?
Because my war support is 48 versus 45. I might be able to pull it off and just eliminate the Mycenaeans altogether. But I'm going to do that in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Unfortunately not too action-packed, but it is gearing up to be a nice science run, this run of the Empire. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you guys soon for more episodes.